G'day everyone, welcome to our Super Special Live Unplugged in Adelaide episode of Either Side of Nhill. I'm Ben, one half of this dynamic podcasting duo.
And I'm the other half. G'day everyone, I'm Kristy. And yes, folks, we've finally been able to record an episode of ESON together right here in Adelaide. And it only took 12 months, but hey.
Hey Kristy, welcome to the beautiful town of Adelaide.
Oh, thank you, Ben. It is super beautiful. It's been a beautiful day today in Adelaide.
Anything else that's been beautiful? Lots of beautiful things. And hey, not only is that super exciting, but we have a live audience as well.
Yay!
Go Crows.
And also this episode, Ben, there will be no editing from start to finish. And if we muck up or if we stumble, there'll be no editing whatsoever.
I know.
So keep it G-rated, Ben.
Yeah, we will try.
Quiet in the background. We are recording, FYI. All right, it's kind of like an exclusive Nova Red Room live event. It's sold out, of course.
Of course.
With our number one fans. Thanks very much for coming. If they
As families. Yeah, no, they can't. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Hey, now, Kristy, before we get into the pod, remember last time our listeners will know that we actually promised to update the bios. We read our bios. They were a little bit awkward, a little bit sort of, bios are a short summary of us, who we are, what we do.
Blah, 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 blah. And our original ones were pretty crap. They were pretty crappy. So I have actually cheated and used the GPT chat, the AI software, to refresh them and update them. I wrote Ben's and then Ben wrote mine. So do you want to hear your new bio, Ben?
Please. I have not read ahead. So
haven't you?
I haven't. Absolutely
okay.
Not. No.
Okay, here we go. All right, let me just scroll down. So I've got a couple here, Ben. I actually wrote one from the heart.
Oh.
Right. So, and then I wrote one from the AI chat. All right. So here is the one from the heart first. Okay, then maybe the audience can vote. Ben is the Adelaide half of the podcasting dynamic duo and number one cousin to Kristy, who's the other half. Ben is not only a procurement professional, but he's also a stand-up comedian, an actor, a personal trainer, tennis coach to a upcoming prodigy, that's his son, and one of the funniest people on earth with his silky smooth voice, often described as hot melted chocolate. That's right. He also does voiceovers. It's quite long. Sorry.
Keep going.
Yes, Ben is a complete package. Listen in and make up your own mind. Written and spoken by number one fan, Kristy Horn for ESON.
Authorised by. Oh, well, that's very nice. Thank you.
So that was the one from the heart, from the Kristy.
I'm going to read the chat, GPT.
Yeah, so what do you reckon about this? Here we go. This is your this is the other one that I've got. Okay. It hasn't been written, I cheated.
Okay.
Ben Kempster is a procurement professional and stand-up comedian based in Adelaide, Australia. He works with a fantastic team in his day job and performs at Cranker Comedy, one of Australia's best open mic rooms. He's also a former personal trainer and stays fit by training with friends. Ben is a proud resident of Adelaide, where he enjoys spending time with his wife and 7-year-old son exploring the city's many sides and activities, many of which are free.
So my son's 8 and I'm a tight ass. Is that what?
Pretty much. So you can actually pick either of those, Ben. One from the heart or the AI.
I've got to go with the one from the heart, of course.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's lovely. Okay. Yeah, the Chat GPT one is a bit, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
GPS. It's a bit much.
It is. It's a bit mechanical.
It's a bit dry. So shall I read the one I wrote for you?
Yeah.
Now, I didn't do a Chat GPT one for you. But let me just. No, I didn't. I just wrote directly from the heart, only straight out of my top left aorta.
It's pumping as we speak. All right, yeah. Okay, go for it, Ben.
Okay. Kristy lives in the beautiful state of Melbourne and is one half of the super podcasting team that brings you Either Side of Nhill along with her cousin Ben. Kristy works at Swinburne Uni in Melbourne and has a background in market research. It's no surprise from Kristy's infectious and energetic personality that her specialty is customer service, marketing and communications. Yep. She loves to meet new people and learn about new topics on just about any subject. Kristy has a passion for podcasting and as well as ESON also has a show within the uni.
True that.
She has a love of cycling, especially the Tour de France, and runs the world's best TDF competition annually to see who will take out the big prize of picking the winning rider. Well, that's quite long too, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Now, the prize is usually a round-the-world cruise or large amounts of cash. She splashes it out. She doesn't hold back. Kristy is also a huge fan of tennis and will always go to the Australian Open. Go Team Rafa. Written by Ben Kempster, cousin, fan, friend, and podcast partner.
Oh, very nice. It was beautiful, Ben. It was really lovely.
Did you like that? Okay.
Yeah, I did actually. So I would, I will definitely change that, and that's going to be uploaded to the Either Side of Nhill host section on the Buzzsprout. So if you go there, folks, that's where you'll see it.
And if you want to know your hosts, give it a ring.
Yeah, give them some love. So here we are. We're in Adelaide. We're live. We've got a live studio audience. They've disappeared at the minute. But you know what, folks? It's been really lovely meeting Ben for the first time ever. He's much more handsome, but funnily enough, he's shorter in real life. I actually thought he had no lower half whatsoever because I've only ever seen him from the neck up. So it's actually great to meet you, Ben.
Oh, look, that's fine. I'm actually standing up at this table. So.
So for those who don't know, we actually started the podcast initially to keep our family connected, and we figured out pretty quickly that we love this type of communication. We love learning new skills and meeting people, and, of course, world peace.
Of course, world peace. It's always about world peace.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the ultimate goal, really.
So being in Adelaide is first time in 6 years, and we've had such a great day today, Ben. Flew over with Mum really early this morning. Super excited to be here and ready for some Hagues already. Already eaten a whole bag of April chocks.
Oh, you kidding me?
Absolutely. And I'll be ready to get a giant log of Fritz, yo-yo biscuits, a Cornish pasty from that joint in Glenelg.
That's Wenzel's.
Oh, is that what it was called? Yeah. I couldn't remember it. Oh, man, yeah, Wenzel's.
I don't even know if it's still there. But.
Oh, I hope so. And then also I've already been down the Brundle Street Mall and taken a selfie in front of the giant balls.
Of course. So
look out, guys. There will be photo bombs coming.
Oh, that's so good. And look, Adelaide is a beautiful city, I've got to say. I love it.
So
I absolutely love it.
It's so beautiful. And it's just showing off today. The weather's perfect.
So
everything just looked neat and tidy along the Ribbon Torrens and down through Memorial Drive, the tennis club. It just looks so good.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh,
absolutely
good.
Beautiful.
So good. You've had a great day. Oh,
yeah, and we've been cruising around. Our cousin Caitlin loaned us her car, and it's a little meatball.
It's round.
It's a manual as well. So it's been a long time since I've been in a manual car. When was the last time you drove a manual?
Well, other than having to move a friend's car literally from their driveway to the road the other day so we could back something in, I have not driven a manual for a long, long time. So I've been riding the clutch like you wouldn't believe.
I've been riding the clutch. Ben and I just took a quick spin up to the bottle shop in the meatball and, laughs all around.
Oh, my gosh, Caitlin, don't listen. It's fine. Everything's intact. Don't worry.
Yeah, even put some juice in it today, so no, it's all good. That was heaps of fun. So let's talk KK.
KK, I was a little bit slack and I have to apologise, but I've gone through it. Okay, so you'll notice because Kristy is in my house. In fact, if we put this video out, you'll see, because we've still got our Christmas tree up, ladies and gentlemen. It's February. We're a bit slack. But the calendar is on the piano there. That's the calendar that you sent me. So it's out.
Too.
We have an abundance of calendar at the moment. Yeah. So I'm like, where do I actually put it?
It's to be organised.
Yeah. I certainly know what date it is. But the little puppy one is up on the whiteboard out there. I'm using that. So.
Oh, I can see.
Yeah. It's there.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those really ugly dogs.
Yeah, they're all ugly.
Yeah.
It's just an ugly dog calendar.
Oh, Ben, but I didn't actually tell the listeners what was in the KK bag that came in late January. There was a key ring to the caravan that I don't have. There was a box of fold-back clips, and I'm sure they're stolen from his last job. Right?
They're certainly not.
They bloody well were. There was a book by Rachel Lynch called Bold Lies. And it's book number 5 out of the series, which is handy. So now I need to go back and read the first 4. But aside from that, it was pretty good. But you know what, Ben, I had a really good idea because I'm actually – the book's here, folks. I've actually read the book.
That's amazing.
I've made notes in it.
Yeah.
And now we are just about to launch the ESON Book Club.
Oh, ESON Book Club. We're franchising out. We're diversifying people.
And so it's a UK murder mystery whodunit governor. You know, there's lots of that in it, right?
Yeah. I ain't done nothing. I ain't
Get
talking
your bloody
much.
hands off me.
You can't do that. Where's my lawyer? Really? Cool.
So lots of people get killed. I've read it. I've made notations on the pages, and now the book is available free to the first person who wants it, actually.
Wow. Because I really forked out for that. So come on.
The price is still on it. Clearance bin, $5, even though, I think what was that KK, $6.99?
Yeah, I went over. I went extravagant. I mean, half of it was stolen. So apparently, no, it wasn't. If anyone's listening, no.
But perhaps we can have a book club and start something really exciting for our listeners.
Yeah.
Read it, review it, pass it on, share the love. One book.
One book,
Just
one
started
love.
with one book.
It's Bono. It's basically your Bono.
Yeah.
So did you like the book? Or
I did.
Do you want to read the back catalogue? It's like when someone says, you've got to watch this series. And you think, okay, what series are you watching? They're like, season 12. And you're like, are you for real? I've got to go watch 11. It's kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise that.
Perhaps
Or
in the
not.
Pursuit of Power, Dr. Kelly, book 5. So I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll see what the listeners, if there's a big swell, people,
you'll go back.
You'll have to go back to the Australia Post Shop and find the other 4.
It's probably written in like 1975 or something,
no.
George Martin. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for reading it. Thank you for reading it.
Thanks for sharing, Ben.
I think it'll change your life.
Yeah.
I don't want to overstate it.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, what is trying to change my life is I started this week. It's a 12-week bounce forward challenge.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if anyone knows, but Ben knows I'm part of the Tiffany Hall program. I've been doing it for 5 years, and through COVID and all that sort of stuff. So keeping fit. It's a holistic sort of fitness program. Has a has a recipe library and food portion to as well, whatever. So anyway, she's now put up this 12-week challenge for free on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, it is really cool. So each day there's, apart from Sunday, so there's 5 programs to do each day of the week. Sunday's a rest day, and it's like either boxing or HIIT or yoga or Pilates. There's a dance portion to it, and they do a lot of 80s, grapevine and 3D repeaters and all that sort of stuff. So I've been doing aerobics for a long time. Yeah. So anyway, I know Ali, who listens to the podcast. G'day, Ali.
Hey, Ali.
Yeah, she's in Mildura.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so anyway, she's my workout buddy.
Oh, okay.
So I keep her accountable. She keeps me accountable.
Have you guys met face to face?
Never. But do you know who she knows?
Who?
Casey from Swinburne.
No way. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Ali, we have to meet Ali face to face. That's really all you do.
Yeah. So she's also netballer.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a link there with work. So that's my update, Ben. I've been, getting into the 12-week challenge, and after all those Hague's chocolates that I ate today, plus I missed my workout this morning, so I was up early to come to Adelaide.
And is there anything else that you saw at the shop at Hague's that you're like, if I was really going to go to town, I'd get that as well? Or did you hold back, or did you just go all out?
I normally always get freckles, but I would have got a bigger bag of the cinema mix. That's my go-to, the freckles and the cinema mix. But this time I got April chocks and the cinema mix, because I love the lottery of putting your hand in the bag. Is it going to be white chocolate? Is it going to be dark chocolate? Is it going to be bullet? What's it going to be? What's going to be?
I mean, the bag's clear, but still.
The bag is clear, but
you just close your eyes.
Shut. Yeah.
I know it might sound like I'm being a bit patriotic, but it is. Hague's is the best chocolate. It's
Whoever
so good.
Refuses the free sample tasting?
No, ever. If you did, you're mad.
No one.
You're in there buying chocolate as if you're going to say no. Yeah, I know. I love their. We get their. What have they got? They're called croquettes. So they're actually marshmallow squares with dark chocolate, or you can get milk chocolate ones as well. And when you bite into it, some of them are pink and some of them are white, I think. And you can get them in bags of 4. And and their chocolate frogs are also very, very good. But Hague's is just so good. So good. Yeah, love it. Wow, you've been doing the Adelaide experience.
I know, it's been really good. We've done Rundle Mall through the Adelaide Arcade, took photos of fountains and all sorts of stuff, and took a little bit of video in Hague, so I'll load that up later. So, yeah, actually took a heap of photos today, so then the phone died, then I had to get into the meatball and charge it up again,
The meatball had your back. How good's that?
Meatball did have my back, Ben. So how have you been, Ben? I mean, it's so good to see you. It's so ace to meet you. I was going to touch it.
It'd be great if we could do this all the time.
I know. Yeah, expensive but good.
It would. Yeah. Well, I could always move to. Where do you live? I could always move to. Anyway, so I have got a few things on the go. So very excitingly, next episode, we're interviewing a local author, a South Australian author who published her own novel, and it's out, and I have a copy. I'm currently reading it. And it's really, really good. It's really good. So so we're going to be talking. So we'll keep that to ourselves for now, but we'll let you know a little bit more soon.
So good that Stephen King's been over there. Stefani King.
I never knew he was from Adelaide either. You just never know who's from Adelaide all the time.
Yeah.
But
that's pretty exciting, Ben. That's a bit of a scoop, actually, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and when we do the episode, when we get to talk to this author, we can talk about how it came to be that we met each other, because it's quite interesting. So, well, I think it is anyway.
I know.
You know.
Yeah, I know, man.
So we'll tell that story next episode. We're recording in a couple of weeks, but it's just in time for the Adelaide Writers Festival, which kicks off in the first week of March. So really excited about that. So I'm reading a book, and it's really straight away. Sarah, my wife's like, "What's it like?" I'm like, "It's actually really good. It's very, very good." So straight away I was sucked in.
I saw really all the bunting flags up promoting the festival.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
We're only a couple of weeks away.
Yeah, like February, hello.
Oh, hang on, maybe it is. Yeah, well, it's not that far away. So I'm reading a book. I haven't read a book for a little while. The last book I read was Ben Folds' autobiography. Everyone knows how much I love Ben Folds. Have I mentioned that before?
Actually, we've got a Ben Folds update. The listeners don't know. I got in contact with him, and his manager got back to us because we wanted to get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
So we got an email back from his manager, because I sent him a link to the podcast to say, we talked about you a lot on this. Ben loves you like a lot.
Oh, no, nice.
And then the manager got back to us and said, this is great, we'll take a listen and we'll circle back to you.
Circle back.
Exactly.
It's a big circle. It's like an Earth-sized circle. I understand Ben is a very busy man, but I would love to talk to him. I have spoken to him, as you know, I have met him. And he's a wonderful man. So I would love that. But I've read his book, and his book was just brilliant.
Did you love it? Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to write him a letter. I promise I'm going to handwrite him a letter and tell him how much I love his book. Because I think you like that.
I love you, from Ben.
Do you like me? Yes, no, tick which box.
How good is that name?
Look, I do like him a lot. He's a good guy. So look, what else have I been up to? We've got the Fringe Festival coming up from the 17th of February to the 19th of March in Adelaide, which isn't that far away. So
I think they're the signs that I saw.
For the Fringe, probably.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm sorry.
Fringe is coming. They're setting up Gluttony, and they're setting up the Garden of Unearthly Delights. It's basically an outdoor area where they have a whole bunch of venues. You've got the Garden of Unearthly Delights on one side of Rundle Street, on the other side is Gluttony. So they have all the acts, comedy, music, whatever, magic, whatever it's going to be. So we might go and see, because there's some really big comedy acts coming for the Fringe, and some of them are set, like Sarah Millican. I don't think she's here for the Fringe, but she's here around there. She's fully sold out. Mel Buttle, who's a Australian comedy comedian that I love. Love to go and see her, but there's so much going on for Fringe, so I want to go and see some Fringe. I have actually got a stand-up comedy gig. So this is the first one since, October last year or something like that. I haven't done any stand-up for ages.
Man, that is really cool. How are you feeling?
I'm excited. Well, Ross Voss, who runs... Ross Noble, good friend of mine. Ross Voss, who runs...
his real name?
Ross, well, his last name is Voss Fatikas. And he has a lot of jokes about his surname.
I love that name, Ross Voss. Yeah.
So he runs the comedy, Cranker Comedy, and he messaged me the other day saying, are you coming out of the woodwork, or what the hell are you doing? Do you want to do a show for Fringe? And I said, a lot going on at the minute, maybe give me a show, a step after. So I'll be back on stage soon, so I'm really excited about that. I do probably just a 5-minute set, so it's lots of excitement for 5 minutes. But
what were you talking about?
I might try some new material. I might do some classics that I know get a good laugh.
Yeah.
But I have been working on some stuff. So, we'll see. See how we go.
Unreal. That's exciting.
So I'm very excited
about that. So will you keep us posted on when you're, late March?
Yeah, I think it was like the 21st or something like that, Tuesday the 21st or something like that. Yeah. Do you want me to check my calendar live on air as we speak? Let me see. So it's going to be Tuesday the 21st of March. I'm going to be live on air. Yeah, so it's happening.
Unreal.
Live on air, live on stage.
Can you record it somehow?
I can record it, but I don't know if you can put it out there.
Okay.
I'll check with Ross.
Yeah.
Only if I get good laughs, though.
Yeah, okay. Just add in those after.
That's right. Or the crow that we've got here.
Yeah. Sound effects.
So the other thing that I've done is, like you, I'm trying to get fit. You're already fit. I'm trying to get fit after not being super fit the last, let's say, 12 months. So I've gone back to the gym recently. So I went a bit before Christmas and I had a bit of a break, and I got COVID towards the end of the year last year. So had a bit of a break. But I'm back at the gym, and it's a CrossFit gym, and it's just like,
it's hard work.
Oh, my God. I was so shattered yesterday.
Really? Are you sore today?
Yeah, my abs are sore because we did a big ab workout event, and CrossFit, they don't do all that ab stuff. So we had to partner up, and I was the least fit person, probably nearly the oldest person in the gym.
Really?
And I got partnered up. I'm looking around going, oh, have you got a partner? And I got partnered with one of the fittest guys. He's like 20-something. He's a carpenter. He's like super fit. He lifts heavy weights, and he's super fit, but a really, really nice guy.
But,
so
hang on a minute. You probably, listeners don't know this. Ben was selected to go to New York to represent Australia.
New Jersey, that's right, I was, yeah.
The Tough Mudder.
Represent Australia.
He did, listeners. You didn't make Joseph, so come on.
We did go.
When Ben says I'm so unfit, I mean, come on. Look, this is his abs. Abs are steel, man.
I said that was sore. Stop it. Ow.
No. So good on you, Ben.
Yeah, so I did. I'm still. I can still hold my own, but I'm just not as fit as
you have to just break through those first couple of times. You just get your ass into it.
Yeah.
Just break through for the first couple of times. It's going to hurt, but you know what? Once you getting a good old sweat happening.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Yeah.
I love it. And the gym I go to is CrossFit Lactic in
what?
CrossFit Lactic.
Lactic acid.
Lactic acid, yeah. Great place, really nice people, because gyms can be a bit meatheady. People can be meatheads a bit, but this crew are super friendly. I love going. So that's been really good, and I'm hoping I've got big guns just in time for winter when I'm wearing baggy shirts and you can't see them. That's the plan. But the other thing I'm doing is planning next year's KK, because you loved this one so much, the Caravan Keyring.
Yeah.
You like how I wrote all over it, so you can't actually write on it either.
Thanks so much.
I was amused. So that's what I've been up to. And look, work stuff, I have had a bit of a change in work. I'm now working for myself, so that's pretty good.
That's exciting.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah,
and,
going out on your own.
Brilliant. Love it. Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah, loving it. So we loved
so many changes, so much is happening.
Lots happening, and we just loved the Australian Open so much. We watched that.
Yeah.
We didn't miss it. We just loved it. It was so good. So we've had a good summer, gotta say.
Oh look, the live audience has gone outside. They're having a ball. They're all drunk.
Surely they're laughing at our show.
Yeah. On delay.
So enough about us.
Yeah, well, keeping with the sporting theme, because last episode, I've just looked at the stats, man. They were off the Richter. We had so many downloads on Buzzsprout, on Spotify. So thanks, everyone, for listening. It was a really good episode speaking with Paul Bowell and talking about AFL women's sport and also digital tracking in women's sport. So anyway, we had really good, strong numbers.
That's great.
Absolutely, thanks everyone for listening in. And we're actually going to get Paul back on in the middle of the year. We're going to have a panel discussion on the Women's World Cup.
So good.
Yeah, so that's going to be really excellent. That's already set up. Oh, gave away a teaser there. You can't edit that bit out.
No, you can't. There's no editing.
Yeah, it's June.
That's okay. We can drop a few little crumbs.
Teaser. And in fact, we probably have one or two professional soccer players, women's soccer players joining us. So they're actually already lined up. I know those guys.
Yeah, that was a great chat. I've listened to that episode again.
So high. Yeah. Probably why the numbers are so high.
We keep downloading it.
We know that it's not just mum watching, listening to me.
Fantastic.
Just wrapping up a little bit about tennis then. We've got two tennis things to talk about, Ben. The first one is there was this really interesting piece in the paper recently about this old guy, Henry. He's from Adelaide. Do you know him?
No. Tell me more about Henry.
So anyway, Henry, at the Australian Open this year, he debuted. He's 99 years old. His name's Henry Young. He plays tennis at Memorial Drive, and he used to be he was a former Spitfire pilot and soldier. Yeah. So anyway, I was driving past Memorial Drive today, and I was like, I'm looking at Henry. But how about that? You're never too old to start or pick up a racket. But he has been playing for long time, not a million years, because that would be exaggerating.
So hang on, he had a hit at Memorial Drive?
He plays at Memorial Drive.
So he's from South Australia?
Yeah. That's why I said, did you know him?
Yeah. When he said Australian Open, I'm like,
but then he got invited to go to the Australian Open because they got all these people that were, I think, above 80 or above 90, I can't remember. I should have done homework. But and he got to have a hit.
Fantastic. That is so good.
How cool is that?
Great. No, but good on you, Henry. I love it. That's fantastic.
Did you say no, but yeah, but?
Yeah, but, no, but, yeah, but,
you did, yeah.
I'm sorry, I did.
But just wrapping up with the tennis, we know that the...
Just open up. Stop wrapping up.
No, opening up. The Nhill Lawn Tennis Club is... having their relaunch tonight of the club rooms. So as we heard Kat Colbert talk about that in one of our recent podcasts. So anyway, we've got a really lovely message from Helen Cannell, who's the club secretary for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
And anyway, she gave me a really lovely long message saying, basically how what the committee's been doing, and they've assessed their options for the better part of a decade, replacing the old club rooms. And now that they've stuff that up. But anyway.
No edits.
Helen sent me this big, long message to read out. So what I did was I put it into AI chat and it summarised it in the... Is that bad? Can I read it out?
No disrespect, but it's good. Is it terrible?
No,
what's better? Is hers better?
No. So get this.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
The Nhill Lawn Tennis Club underwent a major renovation after its club rooms were damaged beyond repair in a freak windstorm in 2019. Despite setbacks and a difficult 3-year process, the Turner Pavilion was finally completed and officially opened.
Turner, that's my dog's name.
Good boy, Turner. The Secretary expresses gratitude to the Hindmarsh Shire Council, donors, committee members and the Nhill community for their contributions and support throughout the project. The Secretary hopes that this renovation will revive tennis in Nhill. So that was from Helen Cannell, the club secretary.
Well, the chat AI.
Yeah, I thought that actually sounded all right.
It doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, but she did go on to give a shout out to all of the to Darryl Winehelm, Simon Langrid, I can't speak, and the Hindmarsh Shire Council. Yeah, so
Simon Landry.
That's why I had to have it shortened down because I can't read.
Well, the AI bots obviously said, I can't read those names either. They didn't even mention them.
No. But anyway, so that's tonight, the opening, so Friday night.
That's fantastic. And they obviously they tried to get grants for years and didn't get them. That's a bit sad, but it looks like they've actually ended up getting something. So that's fantastic. So the opening is tonight.
Yep.
The 2nd of February.
It looks beautiful.
It does.
We've been posting some photos up on social pages, but the new clubhouse looks beautiful. The lawn tennis clubs, if you can ever play anywhere on a lawn tennis court, is just the best.
Is it nice? Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, my God, who's that?
We've got some.
Is that chicken delivery?
It's food delivery. Oh, my goodness. He's rocked up in a silver dinged up Camry. He's going to throw the bag out the window.
Yeah, it's got a meatball.
So, Kristy, before we finish, because we keep wrapping up, but we're not actually, we're wrapping up lots of things, but we had, you've done this. I didn't get around to it, but this is fantastic. You've actually got some random questions. So
why don't we make it fast?
Let's make it really fast. Yeah. So how about
let's alternate.
Okay, so, one question to you, one question to me.
Yeah,
okay,
start. All
right, I love the first one. That's fantastic. So
this is our fast five. Live.
Okay.
Fast five live. Oh, yeah, I love it. Oh, my God.
Oh, no. This guy's going to throw this food at the door. He's already done it. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Our live audience member has confirmed.
Didn't leave it. All right.
Question 1.
Go.
AKA Marie Kondo, who was apparently giving up keeping things tidy. I knew it was just a matter of time. You could tell. What have you given up or backflipped on?
I gave up smoking.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you backflip on it though?
No.
You never started again?
No.
You did. She's having a smoke right now. She's vaping as we speak.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I don't think I have backflip on it. If I say something, I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Marie Kondo, stick it up your raspberry.
Oh.
No, it is. You should see Ben's face.
You told me to keep it G-rated.
Yeah, all right, okay. What about Ben? Second question. What have you thrown out by accident?
Well, I managed to retrieve it. But
so this should be your go.
Yeah, look, I did accidentally, my wedding ring accidentally went in the bin once.
No.
Because my wedding ring, I had it made a little bit bigger than my finger. And when I was super duper fit, I didn't have such fat knuckles.
Oh,
my wedding ring used to come off sometimes in the winter, your fingers. So I was wiping my hands with paper towels and my wedding ring fell in the bin. But I managed to retrieve it. So, look, I've thrown out so many things by accident because I clean up and my wife's like, where's that thing? And I'm like, I think I'm going to throw it out. So sometimes I do accidentally throw out important documents.
This is meant to be a quick
sorry. Yeah. Okay, question 3. Question 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 for you. Yeah. What is your worst ever injury?
All right. So worst ever injury is knee.
Okay.
Yeah. Won't go into the burst appendix because that was an injury.
That's pretty, well, there's no illness question, so I don't have time to that. I'm sorry.
So it's past 5. Yeah, knee. At MotoGP when I was working there, the whole knee just collapsed, ripped apart, so I had to have it fully repaired.
That's horrendous. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Anyway, years later, it's still not working 100%, but anyway.
Years later, you're still answering the question.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Why is champagne ham called champagne ham?
I don't know. Is it because they make it in Champagne or does it taste a bit like champagne? Do you know the answer to this? Yeah. I don't. Why?
It was made in Champagne.
Oh.
France. But why don't they call it sparkling ham?
Sparkling wine ham.
It's not working, champagne.
It's illegal. They're not. The French people aren't worried about the ham. They're worried about the. Yeah, well, look, I love champagne ham with a bit of cheese and gherkin on fresh white bread. Oh yes.
Did you eat a whole ham?
That's another episode. What could you eat a whole thing of? Think about it, people, because we're coming back to it.
All right, cool.
Kristy, have you ever been inside a prison?
Yep, Pentridge.
Me too.
Yeah, I think we went together.
I didn't like it. I hated it. It smelled like wee. It was awful.
Yeah. It was actually just soon after it shut, remember?
It was before there was housing there.
Yeah.
I did find it very disturbing to the point, because I lived in Melbourne for a bit, and then I'd have people come over from Adelaide and they'd want to go to Pentridge, and I would say to them, you can go on your own, because I can't go in.
Do you know that there's a cinema there now?
Is there?
Yeah, Classic Cinema have opened up an outdoor cinema.
Within the grounds.
Yeah.
There's literally bodies buried in there and stuff still. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I hope I never go to prison. Keep nose clean, people. Please.
Yeah. All right. Next question, please, Ben.
It's you to attempt to ask me.
Oh, best thing you ever bought at the post office.
Hold it up, can you? Bold Lies by Rachel Lynch, book 4 in a series of 12. I don't know. Yes, that's the first time I've ever bought a book in a post office.
Yeah.
But look, stamps are good because you can send stuff overseas. Paid a few bills, passports, etc. But I got to say,
yeah.
Question to you: what's your favourite emoji?
Oh, I always use the same one, and it's just a smiley face. And I've got to stop using it because it's really unprofessional when I'm writing letters or emails. I always put in the 2 dots and the half
and it defaults to the smiley face.
Yeah. So I tend to use that one all the time.
Well, that's okay. I've been getting a bit of that this week from people who I didn't think would do it. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I like it. It's nice. So favourite emoji.
Nice?
But people do I tend to do the laugh with the tears, and I'm like, well, that comment probably doesn't warrant a tear later laugh, but you still do it anyway.
Yeah, it's part of the studio audience I hear at the moment. But she uses that one, laugh with the tears, but she does about 6 or 7 of them. So it's not mean she's really, really laughing. Well, like she's doubled over laughing, she can't breathe.
Yeah. It's like when my mum sends us kisses, she has to do 3, and I think it's because she's giving one to all 3 of us, you know what I mean? Like the emoji with the kiss that comes out of the side.
I always sign off with a kiss and a K.
Yeah, you do lots of X's, which is really sweet. I love that.
I reckon just stick to one emoji.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Or none. So I have people that do none.
Oh, yeah.
You know, younger people.
Or exclamation marks.
Times 50. Yeah. Well, younger people, like my niece, she doesn't use capitals, she doesn't use punctuation, no emojis, nothing. It's just
one word.
Straight out, yeah.
Oh,
there are spaces. Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Where did that come from?
Well, apparently that's the longest word in the dictionary.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So are we wrapping up this time or not?
Might be, actually.
Okay. Yeah. This has been lots of fun.
It's been really good. It's so lovely to see you. Yeah, really cool.
So we're gonna, when we sign off, people, we're having chicken and chips for tea.
Yeah.
We're gonna live, we're living the dream.
We are in Adelaide, in beautiful Adelaide.
Yes.
It's so good to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me into your home with gorgeous wife and beautiful son.
Yeah.
And it's been a really good episode. So we hope you enjoyed it too.
Yep.
And looking forward to our next episode.
Yeah, we'll be talking to an Adelaide author. Should we say who it's going to be now? Look, if you're going to listen, Google.
That's Rachel Lynch.
That's Rachel Lynch. She's from Adelaide. She's from Marion.
I'm Rachel Lynch.
No, we're going to be interviewing Rosalie Wadecki, who's written that book. She's only just recently published it. So, and we're going to be talking about the Essay Writers Festival and have a bit of a focus on Adelaide and what's going on in Adelaide. Because February, March in Adelaide is crazy times, but it's so exciting. You're just staying. You should move here, man. Come on.
Yeah, work remote. Just put the Swinburne background on my TV setup.
That's it. No, absolutely not. Well, thanks so much for joining us, everyone. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We certainly did.
It. Thank you so much. All right, and we'll see you next time on Either Side of Nhill.
That's it. Bye-bye.